Three things to do if you feel as if you are having an existential crisis. Number one, you have to remember that unlike what some people might say, it's not the economy, it's not the government, it's not the fault of anybody else in society. It's all down to you. If your life is not working the way you want it to work, then that is mostly down to you. Life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. This includes me. If there is something in my life that I'm not doing right, it's down to me. It is my responsibility to do the best that I can. With this podcast, my podcast partner and myself have decided to work harder than ever to make this podcast the best that it can be with our limited resources. That's number one. Number two, you have to realize that you can always do better. If you are having issues learning a specific subject, whether it's maths, whether it's politics, if you're studying for something, if it's law, if it's medicine, you have to figure out what specifically is stopping you from reaching the next level, and you need to work very hard and very smart to figure out what you're missing out on, what you don't know, and how to be as learned about that subject that you're struggling on as possible. So if you're struggling with something, if you feel as if you're too stupid or you're not smart enough to learn something or to know something, that's ridiculous. You need to do the best you can. Number three, if you're feeling as if you are having an existential, I know this does not make any sense, I don't care. If you're feeling as if you have an existential crisis, what you need to do is take a step back and you have to analyze and evaluate why your life is the way it is. If you're pursuing a specific career, you need to take a step back, be retrospective, be reflective. No, reflective is a better word. Be reflective and think about why you chose this career. If it's a relationship, if it's a specific political belief, anything, you have to think about why you believe in this thing, why you chose to believe in this thing, why you've decided to be pursuing that one thing. That way you will get some clarity as to what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where you're going.